Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful Sunrise Pilates workout. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Let's get started moving our bodies, breathing in the crisp, cool morning air. Today, we're going to start over on our hands and knees, warming up that spine. So you're going to get those shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and you're just going to do some cat-cow. You're going to stretch that spine, pull your chin to your chest, pull that tailbone under, one vertebrae at a time, stretch up, roll back and forth, nice gentle movement, just warming up the spine. Pull that navel to your belly, or your navel to your spine, supporting that lower back. After this one, come back to a neutral position. Stretch that arm up to the side and thread the needle through. Nice spine twist. Let's do a couple more. Back through. Come back to your neutral position, and we're just going to bring out one arm, one leg for bird dog. If you can't balance here, just do one limb at a time. First do one hand, then the opposite leg. So you can just go here, and then you can go here if you can't do them both at the same time. Pull that navel to your spine. Don't let those abdominal muscles get lazy. Try and keep that head in a neutral position. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. Nice job. Let's roll over. Get those core muscles fired up with the 100. Lay down on your mat. Find a nice neutral spine. Kind of feel where your body is touching the mat. Nice deep breaths into your rib cage for that thoracic breathing. Zip up those pelvic floor muscles. Push all the air out of your lungs like you're doing it with those abdominal muscles. On the next exhale, bring those knees up to a tabletop position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll those shoulders off the mat. Stretch those legs out if you can. Otherwise, stay in that tabletop position. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Inhale for 5 pumps of your arms. Exhale for 5 pumps of your arms. Fire up those core muscles. As the weeks go on doing these exercises, this might get easier and easier. So just lower those legs down a little bit to continue to fire up those core muscles. If you're feeling too much in your thighs, turn those toes out a little bit. Nice deep inhales, exhales. Connect your breath to your movement. And lower those legs back down. Now we're going to inhale, bring those knees back to tabletop on your exhale. Roll those shoulders off the ground. And we're going to do the dead bug. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Stretch those limbs away from your body. Let's do a couple more like this. On this one, now you're going to press on that knee that's coming in with the same arm. So now we're switching it a little bit. So now it's not opposite arm, opposite leg. And come back up into a rolling position. Roll all the way back up onto your sit bones. Inhale to prepare. Grab those shins. Tuck that chin under. Nice gentle roll for a nice spine massage. You're still engaging those abdominal muscles. Try to balance at the top. Don't roll so far back you feel any pressure on your neck. And relax. Scooch back on your mat a little bit. Put those feet mat width apart. Arms out to the side, nice and tall. Nice spine twist. Stretch over that opposite toe for the saw. Restack one vertebrae at a time. Nice spine twist, nice spine stretch. Let's do one more on each side. And bring those feet together. Arms up to the sky, chin to your chest, like you're rolling over a big ball. Nice spine stretch, hamstring stretch. Restack one vertebrae at a time. Chin to your chest. Roll over, nice spine stretch. Restack one vertebrae at a time. Flex those feet. And restack. Let's come back down onto our mat. I'm going to work those hip flexors this morning. Find a nice neutral position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Bring one leg up to the sky. Point that toe. Nice gentle hip flexor. Circle. Try not to let those hip bones rock and roll. Zip up those pelvic floor muscles to help stable your hip bones. Nice gentle circles. 10 in one direction. 10 in the other direction. Switch directions. If this is too much on your hamstrings, go ahead and soften that knee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Inhale to prepare. Bring that second leg up. Point that toe to the sky. Nice circles in one direction. Zip up those pelvic floor muscles like you're zipping up a pair of pants from your pubic bone all the way up to your navel. And switch directions. And 10. And come back down. Bring those heels up towards your sit bones. Let's do some shoulder bridges. Engage those glutes this morning. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Smash that little right grate. Push that tailbone down towards your heels. One vertebrae at a time, like you're picking up a string of pearls. Nice deep breath at the top. Slowly roll all the way back down. Tailbone the last thing to touch the mat. Pull those hands down towards your heels. Roll all the way back up. Nice deep breaths. Roll all the way up this time. Hold it at the top. Now this time you get to choose. You can continue to roll up and down. You can lift one heel at a time here. You can do marching position, just bringing that foot up as far as you can still stay stable. Or you can do the full leg lift, toe pointed to the sky. Point it on the way down, flex it on the way up. Really engage those glutes, push those hip bones towards the sky. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Other leg. Continue marching if that's where you're at. Continue rolling up and down in your shoulder bridge. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stretch that tailbone towards those heels. One vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, all the way back down. Bring those knees into your chest. Give them a quick little hug here. And let's roll over onto our sides. That shoulder over your elbow. Pull those heels up in line with your tailbone. Pull those obliques in. Get those heels off the mat. Don't let those obliques slide down. When you do that, lift that top leg for the oyster. Nice deep breaths. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stretch those toes out all the way back down to your mat. Stretch them as far away as you can. Stretch them so far that they come off the mat. Pull those obliques off the mat so your side isn't touching. You're engaging those abdominal muscles. And nice, gentle scissor action with a pointed toe. Work those feet. Point those toes as hard as you can without letting them cramp. If they do cramp, just flex those toes. Hand in front for stability. 8, 9, 10, and flex those feet. 10 more. Inhale for 1 or 2. Exhale for 1 or 2. And relax. Roll over onto your stomach for some swimming. Stretch those arms out. Stretch those feet out. Pull that navel off the mat. Pull it in towards your spine. Lift those shoulders and legs. Nice deep breath for 5 little kicks and splashes. Keep that breath going. Connect your breathing to your movements. Really focus on your movements and what your body is doing. Make all of the movements conscious. Nice deep breaths. And relax. Let's do some rocking. If I can grab with these thick gloves. Reach back, grab your ankles. Press those ankles into your hands. Open that chest. Come back down. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Stretch those quads. Open those shoulders. Open that chest. Let's do one more like that. If you feel any pressure on your knees, don't do this. This time as you come up, hold it here for about 3 breaths. And come back down. Let's come up and do our side bend. Just like we did yesterday, you have a couple different variations. You can stay here, knees bent, heels in line with that tailbone, and you can do your side bend here if you want. More advanced. One leg out, push on that top leg. You can go down on your elbow if this is too much for your wrist, or come all the way up for a full side bend, up and down. We're going to do 5 here. And On this one, we're going to add a nice spine twist. Come up, thread the needle all the way through. If you're on your elbow, thread the needle is a little more difficult. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And relax. Let's roll over to the other side. Shoulder over your elbow, hips in line with your tailbone. Pull those obliques up. Pull those heels off the mat. Lift that top leg for the oyster. Don't let those obliques get lazy. Pull them up. Don't sag down into your shoulder. 8, 9, and 10. Lay down on your side. Pull those obliques off the mat. Hand in front for balance. Stretch those toes as far as you can. 10 little scissors. Hold that Kegel contraction, those deep abdominal muscles. Like you're stopping the flow of urine is where you want to pull those muscles up. And flex those feet. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Same thing on this side, either down on your elbow for those side bends. You can come up on your hand with your knees bent. You can have one foot out, or you can put both feet out. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and stretch up, thread the needle, and come all the way back down. Back down. Two more. Last one. And roll over on to your hands and knees. Finish strong with some push-ups. I'm gonna do box push-ups today. Get those heels up. Reach your head towards the end of your mat. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull that navel into your spine to support that lower back. And last one. Widen those knees a little bit. Stretch back into the shell or child's pose. Stretch those arms, those hands away from your body as much as you can. Just relax here for a little bit. And come up. Thank you for joining me on another Core to Health Sunrise Pilates workout. I am loving these workouts. I hope you're taking care of your health. I am hoping that you are putting yourself first. Look in the description, book a free consultation that we can go over some great ways that I can support you in your health journey. Download the free nutrition guide. I hope to see you back here tomorrow morning as we move our bodies as the sun rises. Have a blessed and beautiful day.